Hi, Mike Clevenger, and welcome to 365 of a Mason. Today, I'm going to talk to you about finding your path and leaving a trail. It was early in my studies of effective leadership, personal development, and creating effective ways to apply these principles to Masonry. I found the following quote, which, like everyone else, thought it came from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And the quote is, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Well, it was later I found out that the person who should be credited with this was Muriel Strode. And in her 1903 poem entitled "Wind Wafted Wildflowers," you'll find the poem begins this way: "I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path, and I will leave a trail." Well, Muriel published a book, My Little Book of Prayer, in 1903, which included this poem. And at the time, women's voices in literature were gaining more and more recognition. And the societal changes and the feminist movements of the early 20th century also may have influenced the poem's themes of independence and self-reliance. Muriel Strode's poem reveals a psychological outlook, and in that outlook, these are some of the things that that outlook values. First of all, individualism and the importance of creating one's unique life path. Second, values resilience and optimism when faced with adversity. There's a theme of self-reliance and finding strength within yourself. And finally, embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth. Well, I was drawn to the quote because I immediately understood the messages in the poem, and that it is crucial not to follow the crowd without some critical thinking. And it emphasized the importance of understanding the values by which you would conduct your life. And as a leader, it taught me to assess processes, norms, rules, regulations, and suggest changes when I believed there might be a better way or a more efficient way to benefit the organization. Also, the quote suggests that optimism, when encountering difficult situations, would certainly help a leader to be a source of strength for others. And certainly as a Mason, the quote taught me to build my path of self-control, which in the ritual we talk about temperance, and second, to face obstacles with courage, which we know is fortitude, and then finally, constantly grow with wisdom, which is prudence. Certainly things that a Mason every day should endeavor to practice: temperance, fortitude, and prudence. So this little poem says a lot about finding your path and living based on your values. And so I encourage you to think about this as you go about your daily life and try to live it as much as possible with the values embodied in our sacred ritual. Before I go, I would suggest you subscribe to the channel, certainly share it with others. And if you would like, go to masonsleadbetter.com website, and on the menu, there's a choice there. If selected, you could sign up for getting a weekly message, which has been going on for about 5 years now. A weekly message every Monday morning for some thoughts of mine, and challenge you to think about Masonry. And as I always say, become Masonry. Well, that's my message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Think about it. And as always, I would like for you to have a great Masonic day.